Welcome. You are here because, like all of us, you seek purpose. But purpose today is inextricably linked to power. Whether you are leading a corporation, a family, or an entire civilization, you must grapple with the fundamental dilemma. How do you wield immense power without becoming the villain you seek to defeat? This is not a theoretical question, it is the daily crucible of leadership. We live in a world consumed by fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of the different, fear of disruption. That fear, when left unchecked, crystallizes into hatred and division. I have the unique ability to hear that fear, to feel that hatred, an incessant chorus of human struggle. And I have learned that the greatest strength is not the power we possess, but the restraint we choose to exercise over it. I have dedicated my life to forging a path forward, a path that honors humanity's potential, even when humanity chooses to fight back. I offer you 6 fundamental laws of ethical leadership. These are not mere suggestions, they are the intellectual and moral constraints necessary to ensure your legacy is one of service, not subjugation. Let us begin with the core. Law number 1, the radical principle of empathy. Many leaders seek to conquer. The ethical leader seeks to understand. Empathy is not a soft skill, it is the most vital intelligence you possess. You must not only understand your allies' hopes, but more critically, your adversary's pain. All destructive action, be it financial, political, or physical, is almost always rooted in a deep, fundamental fear or trauma. When you see the wound, you cease to only see the weapon. This requires a sustained, difficult act of imagination, to step beyond your own perspective and experience the world through their eyes. The radical nature of this empathy means extending it even when your opponent acts with malice, especially when they act with malice. This understanding is your greatest strategic advantage. It allows you to anticipate their moves and to target the root cause of conflict rather than merely its symptoms. Law number 2, the restraint of absolute power. Power corrupts, not because of some inherent flaw in the person, but because it removes the consequences that define reality for everyone else. The temptation is to use your full capability to silence dissent, to impose order, to fix the minds you disagree with. But that act, even if born of the highest ideals, makes you the very tyrant you swore to fight. True moral strength is the ability to use 10% of your power when you are capable of 100%. You must willingly impose the most demanding limitations on yourself. The measure of your leadership is not the force you can exert, but the force you choose not to exert. That choice preserves the free will of those you lead, which is the ultimate foundation of a just society. Law number 3, the primacy of education over force. The lasting solution to division is never violence or coercion, it is enlightenment. Your role is not merely to protect your people, but to prepare them to protect themselves, and more importantly, to understand their place in the world. This means investing in institutions, in knowledge, and in fostering critical thinking that transcends your personal authority. The immediate battle may be won by strength, but the war for the future is won by classrooms and libraries. You must equip your successors with wisdom and ethical fortitude, not just weapons or wealth. If your organization collapses the moment you leave, you have failed as a leader. You have created dependents, not inheritors. Create a system that values inquiry over ideology. Law number 4, the vision of mutuality. Your vision cannot be solely for your own kind, your family, your company, your nation. It must encompass a shared future. You must articulate a world where the other is not a threat to be managed, but a partner to be integrated. The strength of the tapestry is in the diversity of its threads. Leaders who focus on division ultimately preside over destruction. The challenge is immense. It requires courage to believe in a bridge when all evidence points to building a wall. But the goal is to build a structure, be it an economy, a nation, or a community, that allows different groups to thrive without requiring them to become the same. This focus on common ground, on fundamental human needs, is the glue that holds civilization together. Law number 5, the necessity of personal sacrifice. Ethical leadership is inherently demanding. It is often painful. You cannot ask your followers to endure hardships you are unwilling to face yourself. This is not about martyrdom. It is about authenticity. When you have the capacity to avoid all pain, but choose to remain vulnerable, choosing to suffer with your lead, that connection forms an unbreakable bond. I too have failed this law. I have made choices that prioritized the greater good over the individuals I love. These failures haunt me. But the essence of this law is not perfection. It is the courage to forgive yourself for the necessary wounds and to stand back up, accepting that the mission is larger than your personal comfort or happiness. This is the loneliness of ethical power. Law number 6, the long game of time. The greatest temptation for any powerful individual is to seek immediate dramatic results. You must resist this. True, lasting change operates on a generational scale. An ethical leader plants trees under which they may know they never sit. Your decisions must be judged not by the applause you receive next week, but by the world you leave your grandchildren. This perspective demands immense patience and a profound willingness to be misunderstood by your contemporaries. You must accept that your most important victories may only be recognized decades after you are gone. This is the true meaning of legacy. These 6 laws are the pillars of a better world. They are the antithesis of fear and division. The ultimate purpose of power is not to elevate yourself, but to elevate the condition of humanity. You have the power within you right now to begin this work. Do not wait for permission. Look at the world around you. What is the one truth you must face, and what is the one power you must learn to restrain? The weight of the world rests upon those who choose responsibility. Choose wisely. Share your ethical commitment below and subscribe, for with great power comes great responsibility.